Beautiful Monterey Bay. We're here for Car Week, not Boat Week. Well, no more boats, still no cars. Well, I'm not here for golf either. These guys, I don't know what they're looking for. Probably not cars. Hey, they're looking for something. Hey, I found some great car pictures though. Yeah, some bar here on the Cannery Road. Not bad. Stained glass. Well, yeah, we are getting in the mood. Speaking of Bugattis, when you're desperate for cars in Monterey, look out for rust. One time in this car's life, it was an exciting sports car with wire wheels. But in Monterey, a convertible on a day like today is what you need. You've got a sale on these convertibles. It's gonna be a tough choice. Yeah, I read it. I'm desperate. Well, we are in foggy Carmel for the Concours on the Avenue. This ought to brighten our day double time. There are two of these Ferraris that are supposed to be on display here at the Concours this year. There are two of Tony Paravano's early West Coast Ferrari offerings. In the early days of racing in California, when road racing was becoming popular, these are the kind of cars you had. They're great. This is one great way to start the Concours on the Avenue. A couple of other red offerings this morning. Alfa Romeo here. Mille Miglia entrant. You wait long enough, the second one comes. It's 12-cylinder. This is the one that was rebodied in California. Raced a lot, Gurney and other folks. Starting these cars, both are wrecked by Shelby. Here in Carmel, parked on curbside, a Tucker. Well, the cars are starting to queue up for the show, and here is a Tucker. Must have been air suspension. Look how low it is. Pretty remarkable car. Every year, this guy shows up in another Volkswagen. There he is. Let's get back to the Tucker for a moment. Fabulous. It's featured at Pebble Beach this year as well. Now we got a pure 32.3 window. Real nice. Boy, power of this thing, amazing. Got a radial engine in it. I've seen the future. You should follow that Tucker. We got Dinos this year. 275. Boy, that sounds nice. 202 turbo. Alfa Romeo. Skis, maybe cold this morning, but no snow. I think you can call this a clean pup. What's they do? Here's a sweet little car, a Triumph by Vignale. Just a neat little car. Hold on to the ground. It's starting to shudder. Here it is. He's coming right on through. How are you? How low can you go? Lincoln Continental. wake everybody up in Carmel. I wonder if this is in the show. You know what? I think it is. A nice Maserati about ready to make a left turn in here. Jaguar 120. Some real class in here now. Alfa Romeo.
Guy with a pink shirt.
Every show needs a 57 Chevy, I think. Hey, you got the BMWs. Another BMW. Bugatti coming through here. Well, BMW wins. Got a 52 Porsche. Here's a very special one. Very early Porsche. Fashioned after the first Porsche. I don't know all of its history. I'm getting some excitement here at this show. Front opening doors, back opening doors, as you said. And here's the contrast I talk about every time I come to this show. Cadillac and an Avante. Cadillac station wagon. Well, they're lining up. Haven't been let in yet. Oh, do we remember? Oh, you remember this? You remember this? Two of a kind. Not really. Color. Yes. Color. Contrast. 32 Ford. And look what's just going by it. Very, very nice. Fiat Dana.
Morning. Good morning. Welcome to Carmel. Okay.
Got a Millimelia sticker on the windshield. Hemi hauler.
Perfect.
You don't have to ask. Is there a Hemi in it? Nice little Porsche, knockoff wheels, the works. Convertible D.
Hello, sir. Oh, yeah. Good morning.
Convertible D. Instead of contrast, I'm going to use the word diversity. Yes, a diverse grouping of cars. How are you? Lancia.
Good morning.
Oh, that's a Lancia. And so is this. An Aurelia. Nice convertible. D6. Here's the word diverse. DMC.
Yeah.
Shelby Mustang. One hot Mustang. One semi-hot Mustang. I think I got a supercharger. Do you know? Segado Alfa Romeo. This is an anniversary of the Dino. They celebrated it in Italy. The 70th? Some anniversary. The 38 Custom Ford.
Morning, welcome to Carmel. Share the picture. Great paint.
Horse turbo. Very nice 911. High dirt. And here's a Goldwing, but the big difference seems to be in the wheels. And we'll check that out in a moment. Believe it or not, he didn't enter. So out he goes. But boy, there's a rare one. Okay, we're having a 202 collection here. He built it himself. It has a V8 engine in it. There's a Volkswagen with every accessory of the book on it. Maybe a few extras that weren't in the book. To a bare bones Cobra. Very nice. Oldsmobile. Original 1932 four-door sedan. XKE and a Lusso Ferrari.
There was I grew up near here, and there was a
MGB must have some history, right-hand drive. And it's Dino's anniversary. GTO. The minis are coming. The minis are coming. Like the Italian job. Always a lot of Porsches in the event. Camaro. Saw a GTO go by, now we got a Camaro. V12 Ferrari. Seen one, mini pickup. To join the other three that came in. Standard mini. Pontiac wide track. Whoa. Bonneville. I'm tired of saying it, but it's nice seeing him. Another Ferrari Dino. DMC pickup. Oh, with a nice motorcycle in the back. A lot of 202s. Modesty. Oscars are featured at Pebble Beach this year, so I don't know. There's a lone one here. Yeah, nice little Carmen gear with no rust. The reason why I say that is there's some in town here with a lot of Monterey rust. Well, the big ones are here. Cadillac. Nice and long. GT 350. Sounds rather tame. A new world now. Beautiful Lamborghini 350. Aston Martin. Been at the show before. Always ends up being a problem once in a while. There's all these shiny cars, but look at here, 1600 Super. I guess the claim to fame is original condition. Oh, the lineup. There's that word, diverse. Throwing it in. So we're at the pickup now. Now we're a pickup on the motorcycle in the back of the truck. Going up. Yeah, here are the two Ferraris on display.
I like Laguna Seca.
That's how it works. You follow that golf cart, they'll put you in line. Going down the back street trying to pick up some other cars that are not in the show. Volkswagen has really got patina. A rare beast as it is. Rusted luggage. You knew this one had to be different. Electric. Yep. Very simple. A popular eatery there, Village Corner. Here's an outlaw. Porsche. Nice, even the restaurant has a Ferrari on the window. Carmel. Of course, I don't know if it's real or imitation. It looks pretty real. It looks pretty authentic. So we'll accept that. Now this one isn't. It may be the one that was used in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's a copy of a Ferrari California. We're back. Yeah, I don't know if that's one of the accessories for the Volkswagen. Volkswagen Dazzle. And you got Acura in the park. You got Rail, Castanevis, and other names. Evidently the Volkswagens are both powered by the old-fashioned engine. From Laguna Seca. See all the steam coming out.
As far as I get.
Volunteers to push.
Minis all together, including the pickup. Oh, and BMW is having its show right here on the street to Carmel. The BMW that started it all, 202. Perfection. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But refined. 911. Still got the skis on. And a surfboard. Some of the auction cars. Talbot. gorgeous outfit. 6C. Very nice. Must be some speedster celebration this year. There's a lot of them. We get two very significant race cars here at the Concours on the Avenue. Oscar. Called a Sauter Porsche. An engineer in Germany decided to tell Porsche they could do better, and this is one of the cars that they built. I saw this couple here, and I can't believe it. A marriage made in heaven. Ferrari and Lamborghini. How did it happen?
Together in our same garage.
There you go. And there they go. Hard to get them all in, but the Dinos are here in force. Do to get all the Dinos celebrating their anniversary. Yes, the show has a completely narrated portion and also a best of show and a number of prizes. Check this Albarth out. A mighty four-cylinder engine. Modified, of course. Check this Maserati Sebring out. Clean all the way through. Here's the significance. Purchased in Hong Kong. Original owner lives right here in Carmel. Note the right-hand drive. MG. Triumph by Vignale. It's really a very elegant little car. We're down the back streets, not in the show. You pick up some interesting cars, a Terrain convertible, but here's a 19, I presume, 47 Studebaker. Business coupe. Champion model. These cars didn't come in the line this morning. This Mercedes is one of them. Boy, it is really an exciting automobile. Carmel won't be the same after this car leaves town. Wow. Remember the Volkswagen was all rusty earlier this morning? Well, this surely isn't. Split window. I'll bet it has a Porsche engine in it. I'll bet. That looks a little large for a Volkswagen engine. Very nice split window. Here's a shot of this Gary Wales X-Fire engine. Lots of awards. That is the piston, and there's the connecting rod. Rusty 2, Bestione it's called. Main drive, it works. Wow. And you get the whole shape. It's a Bestione, all right. This is this Pontiac GTO that came in earlier. The engine got lost in there. Not lost in this one. Well, I may paint them orange, but no, this one's a lot different. Let's check this one out again. It's got all the goodies. Fancy door openings. Very, very exciting car. So let's check this matte finish Ferrari out. Oh, don't worry about the people going by. We'll get it. We'll get it. Yes. This lady's hat, she says she's time traveling.
Time traveling.
All right. Can you turn around and show us the rest of it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I have 6 of them.
Is that the spark plug right on the top there?
Yeah, I have 6 of them. Some light up.
Well, they got it running. Sounds pretty good now. Well, Tucker has arrived. Front and center. Remember when he fired the engine up this morning?
Inside.
There's what you see of it. It says on there, twin turbine. I don't know what that means. Yeah, a little bit different maybe. This is a recreation. It has a Cadillac North Star twin turbo engine in the back. It has all its own fabricated chassis. Absolutely remarkable story. Replica, a recreation. What a story. What an amazing story.
I like that.
After the Porsche.
Super duper good choice.
And it sits next to this really great Alaska. And here's the Devon Porsche being judged.
Do I get to do donuts if I win?
Yep, there it is, the whole thing. Devon Porsche.
I did a story on Bill Devon for Road Track magazine one time, on the Devon SS.
Oh, yeah.
That was owned by Alex Quattlebaum.
This is a Triumph TR8. No, that's not a roof, that's the hood on top. They took a very interesting, you know, wedge shape and a nice job with it. It was in the show, but the engine died, and that's as far as they got it. So, Ford 302 with Weber carburetors on top.
So it just died on you?
Oh,
Just died on us. Just we were.
Here we are, another special car, 67 OSI.
Had a German. I had a Ford engine, inline six. Recreated it.
OSI. TZ Junior, Alfa Romeo. The judges are going over this beautiful green Alfa Romeo GT. Somehow it doesn't look like we're going to have any sun today, and this is going to be my sunshine. Another look at that motorcycle on the back of the truck.
It's pretty cool.
Hey, do you feel like going right there and walking down one block and checking just to see if any?
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Gonna spend the day with me as we do each other, having fun together. We get to have such a great time, Donald.
We do indeed, Ed, and I also live in Southern California, and I confess that here in Carmel I'm a little cold, but I don't think that anybody back home would actually give me any sympathy for being cool.
Picking pairs this year.
Well, if there's a well-known car that Road and Track, and what year was it?
This is July 1987, and the wonderful thing is the headline on the cover of this issue of Road and Track magazine, showing the cars in the assortment: the Lamborghini Countach, Ferrari GTO, AMG Hammer, the roof.
Was the fastest car against all comers. It's really amazing. I mean, when you went into that test back in '87, did you have any idea? I mean, I know you're a confident fellow. Did you go into that going, I think we're going to smoke all these?
But the speed that we were clocking at that time was already 330 kilometers.
You know, to have a car that weighs, what do they say, 2,400 pounds and has 800 horsepower, it's all about power to weight.
You know, what's so neat, and another thing that is so we have driving up right now.
Something completely different.
Completely different, boy. Chucker recreation.
Watch out behind you here, Denny. You know, all of these.
Now we got minis.
As they are.
Lots of minis.
Today.
Every modern transverse engine hatchback owes its existence to the Mini.
I do have a Mini racing story, actually. The best thing about the Mini is trying to cram as many people as you can into one of these cars. And at Goodwood, which is our traditional festival of speed and our revival race meeting in England, Lord March, he's now the Duke of Richmond, who owns the place, he succeeded in getting, I think it was 22 young girls into one of these Minis at the Goodwood racetrack. The car was undrivable, it broke its suspension and burst a tire.
Pickup truck?
I can't get the seat right. You know, you fiddle with it and all that. And as a race car driver, you know, seat adjustment can be critical.
And the rest.
You don't have the seat adjustment when you start out the race and it wasn't right.
Oh, here's the panel truck.
Something that it just got worse as the race went on.
Talk about that.
And it's like having your helmet on wrong, you know, your hair wrong. You know. Well,
and the last one. Now we're going to get the 911s here.
It's fine, but you don't really get to know them. And test driving a car is not like owning it. And so when you speak to people,
so much lesser cars, I'm not going to give this car away. I said, I'll just park it.
Porsche pairing. Now we're bringing up the hot rods. 32, 3 window, 38.
Oh, we have slightly different.
We got to get him to pull his car up here a little bit.
And the Cadney's already got an eye on this one.
Right there. That's good. Just leave it where it is. and hop out of it.
We got a 3-window
32
Tudor coupe.
Phaeton, 4-door convertible.
You know you're going to get quality workmanship.
Yeah, there, all right.
That's the most difficult thing to find of all, I think, is because unless you've been practicing your craftsmanship for a long time, you cannot guarantee to
Now the twins are two BMWs. There we go.
I love this one because it's open. And look at the kids around. You've been interviewing some of them.
But the Maserati brothers were not allowed to make cars using their own name to badge them. So they came up with Oscar. Tool room built cars. They're not so much production. Everything was done. And great handling, great braking. They were reliable. I think one of these won the Sebring 12 hours outright.
Little car.
That really is a delicious thing. And you think how much fun you can have in it. I'll say there, you can do anything you like.
I got a Porsche.
Wow.
Like a 935 Porsche.
This was Ted Phil's first, pretty much the first car he started out with. He had Milt Minter as his mentor, with Danny Angayas and John Woodner, and this
original
for a season.
I'm actually amazed at that.
35 Ford.
I'm amazed at the really
something
interesting
quite
things
different.
to the shopping.
Cadillac.
I walked there.
I think that moved back. There we go.
No longer pairs. Big cars.
You're very familiar with.
Glides away.
I remember looking at pictures of
In the UK,
okay, it doesn't look like it. A racing Ford.
And take it racing. You want automatic.
just by making it the entrance list, you had already accomplished everything.
The thing is that
Car only has 400 and some miles since new. Built for drag racing by Ford.
No side mirrors.
This is a car that's
a lot of racing history.
I love Trailer Queen garage cars, don't you?
Well, you mentioned the Matter, the Alfa Romeo Matter, which is a kind of Jeep version of that machine as you would hope for. I think Zagato double.
Zagato Alfa Romeo. Dino.
Dino parade.
These always fascinated me when they were new. I had that was a aluminum body 2-litre version of these cars. This is a 246S.
The yellow one. All right, they're all in place.
The Dino first, called the 206 SP. As a 4-cam engine, and it came with
8 Dino drivers filling their
I am 5'9½". And the award is the Historic Vehicle Association National Automotive Heritage Award. This is a car chosen by the HVA as an automobile associated with events, persons, or technological innovations that were important to automotive or American history.
Well, under that same law, the automobiles were anticipated back in 1966, but actually nothing was ever done with it. And we came along and showed up and said we wanted to do something about that, put together the organization, founded it. It's a 1600 Speedster in original condition, original from new, and thankfully kept that way for all of you.
Fantastic automobile.
Video award.
1957 Alfa Romeo 1900cc SS.
It's a retro mill in there.
Owned by Ken and Dale
Incredibly deserving people, Barbara and Michael Malamut, who just happened to be driving up in their 51 Porsche 356 3A Coupe. But make no mistake, this award is a lovely car. This award is for the people.
Okay, our next award winner is the
Michael Furman Award. Yeah, this little double bubble Abarth looks original.
750 GT Zagato body, which is a beautiful little car. How can you not love this little car?
A 23-window Type 2 bus owned by Mike Malamut and John Ida.
Another award.
I mean, you know, I had a 1958.
Of course, they are driving the cars through to receive their awards.
This is for the entry that is the very essence of originality and authenticity, surviving through the years without ever having been restored. This is a 1958 Williams Special. It's a, one-off car, race car.
Really, man? It's a B&B, man. And the award goes to 1971 Cuda 340, owned by Walter Schmidt. So this is an absolutely gorgeous car, and your shirt even matches the car.
The U.S. market, cheaper car, etc. But it's funny, these cars have always been worth a lot of money. I mean, back in the 60s and 70s, they were selling at the high end of the market.
And you look at the shut lines, the way the panels, the doors, the hood.
Boy, this is a beauty. I saw this car drive in this morning, and I said, wow, this is a real special automobile. Pull it up a little bit more. Right there, Ted.
For the entry that exudes design and aesthetic excellence that satisfy an artist's eye, and is presented by Michael Furman.
This car has got a Gurney Wesley, All-American Racers. I've got the hat on that says Port Jefferson, which was Dan Gurney's birthplace. Dan passed away this January 14th. And so, wow, this is really something special here. Hop out here, and this is the Barry Rillier Laguna Seca Award for the vehicle that best represents the spirit of Laguna Seca. Of course, the racetrack here, WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca.
See, we're wearing it again during the president. J. Richards Continental Cup for the automobile that best represents post-World War II continental excellence.
A lot of Italian cars.
And it's presented by Diane Rottensteiner.
You guys interviewed this gentleman, but I can tell you, Donald, this is like, you've had your family, okay, this is my family.
Carmel Foundation Award.
Scenic road, the driver showing the visitors the sights. This amazing 1956 Viewmaster Cadillac
had its issues in the high humidity. You couldn't get the door. Jaguar XK120 OTS, owned by Cynthia Waystaff. And Cynthia here is in the passenger side.
Bravo for syllables as well. The memory of Jeannie Friedman's parents for their support and enthusiasm for Concours on the Avenue. And it's presented by Joanne Harris, a lifelong friend of the Gennaro family. And the award goes to the 1967 Ferrari 275 GTB4, owned by Larry Solomon.
Spectacular car.
Exactly.
Sanders and Porsche Cup.
Presented by Dale Miller, the Porsche Chief Judge from Concours on the Avenue.
There's the badge. It's a decal so they could save weight.
Into this car
joking about Porsche
and if you've ever raced or you know anything about old race cars,
it best represents the era when American cars turned heads around the world.
John knows
1947 Cadillac American Standard Award. I think the best of show is next.
Best of Show Award for the 2018 Carmel Concours on the Avenue. This is the entry that is the unanimous choice of the chief class judges.
Best of show,
selected
here
for
it
the
is.
first in class winner.
250,
presented by Mr. Denny Levette, co-owner of the Cypress Inn, and longtime classic car collector and enthusiast.
Best of show.
Oh, good. Look at you. Robert, you don't know this, but you just became a dealer.
Here's the best of show coming in front of the hotel. Hoping not to hit the curb. Cypress Inn is what I'm referring to. 5%. Well-deserved car. Eventually gets down to having the hood open. Well, let's take a look. Immaculate. And it does run. I'm kind of hoping, wanting, wishing that these cars would be leaving soon. So I said to myself, I'll sit down in their comfortable chairs and wait for them to leave. Oh, that's what I like. Big 12 cylinders. Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. The four-cylinder one. having a less glamorous departure today. Into a perfect day. We are at Mecum Auctions, Monterey. But the Ferraris, Bugattis, Fianis prevail. Ooh, and Ford. I mentioned Ferraris, but I didn't mention Porsches. 550, all shiny. Do I say wow? I think so. Hard to believe that was all hand hammered. Yeah, a rare one. All of a sudden, Bugattis. Everywhere. And a new Ford GT. And you really don't see many F50s for sale or otherwise, but a rare one. And now the fun begins. Here's a Ferrari California replica. I think we saw it on the streets of Carmel yesterday. Well, they didn't put the Ferrari name on the back. His town? I don't think so. Well, this is obviously Italian. It doesn't have any wheels except for the trailer, but they do sell boats as well. V6 engine, 5,000 cc. Another one, but not Italian. Like it's really going fast already. It is Italian, yes. You know, you can still get an all-stock Pantera. And you can get an all-stock Volkswagen. Boy, that's clean. It's like the one at the Concours Italiano yesterday. No name, but I think it's a Lister, I think. No, that's not a replica. Pretty nice Daytona. Obviously a conversion. Well, you can get into the Lancia world with this little panel truck. Very nice. A GT40. Well, remembering Herbie, this is a NASCAR version, they say. Look at the air scoop in the back. Still has the 4-cylinder engine. On and on we go. Here's one of my favorite GM cars, Eldorado Brougham, and looks like a pretty good sample. I know it's got all the GM nuances, but it was done very well. Oh, modified Pantera. Anybody looking for an ESO? Got one right here. Cadillac, pre-war. Wow. A split window from a German auto museum. It's posted on the window. Yeah, next to a really nice Camaro. A split window. Sunroof. How about a Toyota Century limousine? Ooh, and a Nissan President. Not quite limousine. Okay, keeping it all Japanese. That's a Toyota in the background, and this is a Nissan Pao. No, not Pao, Pao. And we're digging deep. Pretty interesting stuff here. Well, sort of. I'm in that Toyota limousine. You know, privacy. A Ford Sunliner. Boy, look how far that rear end is extended just to take the top. Hope it works. Well, 34, right? Well, I hope the trailer comes with it. It's sort of from another year, isn't it? Better grab it quick. Pinto station wagon. And how about a Packard station wagon? Couple of Buicks, Skylark.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, I just didn't drive.
Maybe we got the off-road, or what do you call it, Herbie? Herbie's getting around. Herbie's multiplying. Oh, this ain't Herbie though. Somebody's gonna pick up a nice little pickup truck. As you can see, there's a lot of cars for selection. Another one of those boats, but it's not Italian for sure. And they're rolling in. A GT40. Back to another era Ford. Last year they had a Locomobile in blue. Maybe it didn't sell. Back again. Now here's where all the cars get detailed. A Corvair truck. Stake truck. Another boat. Chris Craft with fin. Well, here's kind of a sad sight, a 959. I hope it wasn't in transport. Wow. Well, now the telephone pole was. Well, the motorcycles aren't quite out on display, but you can see a few here. I use the word bike. It is a motorcycle, but look how lightweight that is. Oh boy. Delicate racing bikes. Fantastic. Here comes another one. Hot off, it looks like a two-cycle. Motorcycles just keep coming. Truck is just packed with motorcycles. Oh, the cars just keep coming in, all kinds. And a Bardol Indy car, one of the last roadsters. Cars, boats, and now buses. Yes, Greyhound. With all the authentic interior. Transverse engine, look at that. And just a few more motorcycles. Again, one of those really tight little bikes. So that is the Mecum offering for 2018. Pretty impressive. We're at the Portola Plaza Hotel in downtown Monterey for the RM Sotheby's auction cars. They always have a nice presence outside of the hotel. This year it's all in silver. Of course, the car this year is the GTO that's for sale, up for big numbers. Here outside is a Cooper, the new conference center. Quite nice. And down the mall here at the hotel, also a number of cars on display. Among them is this Indy car, Mark Donahue, turbocharged. And from the Indy car to this Italian Patricia, Mille car though. Yep, one of those post-war, great little Etsederinis. Fabulous Delage. In all of its magnificence. From Delage to Delahaye. Romeo. Giulietta Sprint Speciale. Fabulous car. Very dark in here, but some very prized automobiles being displayed. Nice F40. Spread all over the hotel are some of the cars. There's a 962 Porsche. Well, we're now into the first room of this absolutely dazzling amount of front vehicles. And you can see why. These are all for private sale. Obviously one of the stars of the show. Lamborghini. Fantastic array of cars. Again, 1962 Le Mans. Mercedes-Benz. Bentley. Romaldi, Alfa Romeo. 275. Superfast. Now we're going into a separate room where the GTO is displayed. They hit you with everything. Sound, look. Here are the premier cars in the auction. I keep saying premier, but they're getting better and better. GT40, Le Mans, second place. And of course, a GTO Series 2 Ferrari. 1963 Aston Martin. This Ferrari is rumored to be in the $60 to $70 million category this year. 1962. They rebodied a few of the GTOs to this style. Magnificent.
under the building.
Yeah, the one green.
The building in Messina.
Yeah.
Just close to the side.
This GT40 Mark II finished third at Le Mans when the Fords won 1, 2, 3. Ronnie Buncombe, driver. This Aston Martin in 1963 was driven by Phil Hill in Le Mans. Now the new conference center offers a lot of space to display cars. Here's an additional grouping of RRM and Sotheby's cars. It's 288 Ferrari. And this unique Plymouth asymmetrical car. Quite unique. And now we have another room. This is beyond belief. Perfection. Porsche, there's a Maserati, Zagato down there, and a whole raft of exciting stuff. Maseratis. '55 Chrysler. Ferraris. Mercedes. Benz. Porsche. An SL convertible. 300 SL Goldwing. Wonderful Alfa Romeo. Jaguars. SS Jaguar. 2013 Pebble Beach winner. Packard. 12. Fabulous. A real winner. Absolutely exquisite. A blower Bentley. Obvious supercharged. 1927 Isata Francini. Roadster. Elegant. Very elegant. From all angles, it's perfection again. Magnificent. Have to go back to Pebble Beach winter. Just fantastic. All kinds. Look to the Porsche Spider. This enjoys a presence here in the room. 1956 Maserati by Zagato. Another winner. And of course, in the new building here, they have great places to display cars and inside. Ferrari Millimilia. This new convention center is fantastic. Austin Healey's. And as we started this bit on RM Sotheby's, there's the outdoor display. And here's the second outdoor display. Again, inside, here's the short wheelbase. In the other wing, Ferrari 250. 9 to 13 million estimate. Now we're going to go outside for their additional cars. For that, we didn't mean to overlook this Stratos. Great car not to overlook. Seems to be unmolested, as the word is often said about cars. Pretty much original looking. One just has to take this whole thing in awe. Every year, overwhelming. And of course, this experience as well. All of it. And now, if that wasn't enough, here is the outside display. Starting with some prized Porsches. GT. From a Chrysler to a Cadillac to a Lagonda to a Accord. Rolls Royce to a Cadillac. Yes. Another Lagonda. Bentley. Accord. Packard. You know, like Lamborghini, Ferrari Lusso, and a LaFerrari. All very important cars. Corvettes, and a very rare split window. And some Bentleys and a Tucker, which they're featuring at Pebble Beach this year. Well, we saw that Tucker at replica or recreation at Concours on the Avenue. Looks in magnificent condition. Aston Martins. Ferrari. And a newer Ferrari. Rolls Royce. You don't see this very frequently. A white Volkswagen bus. White tires, everything. Don't know if they ever made them in white. Remember the original Lotus? Well, it kind of got refined over time. Here again, a 300 SL convertible and a 300 SL Quail. Pretty remarkable. You could buy both of them and have his and hers, or convertible or coupe. Now here's an area where you'd have like choice. Okay, well, there aren't too many of these, right? Well, there's one. Well, here's another one, only a little different color. 1,300,000 to 1,600,000 estimate, okay? 1,600,000 to 1,900,000. Could it only be the color? Who knows? One staggering grouping of cars, RM Sotheby's 2018. We're at the Gordon McCall party, and look what's happened here. It's now become a shoe thing, and they light up on the bottom.
Here, watch you step in your shadow.
Okay.
So they change colors.
Oh my God.
So they're great at night.
Are gold shoes our Jaguar thing? Or is that Lamborghini or Ferrari?
I think more Lamborghini, but
yeah.
I'm not a Lamborghini guy, I'm more of a
And your lady.
guy.
Oh.
Hey, we just wanted to say hi. Thanks for the media passes. We always like to do your show a great service. You do a great thing for the 1199 Foundation. We're grateful for that.
And the gold shoes?
And the gold shoes.
Well, the party's getting started. Car at the Monterey Jet Center for the Gordon McCall Motorworks Revival. And more champagne. What an invite. Now, after all that, we've got a party to attend. Monterey Jet Center. Be warned, there's lots to see and do, and many things will surprise you. Here's our host, Gordon McCall. Everything motorized is on display. Sort of a retro rat rod. Both old and new. This is new. A little Can-Am here. Aircraft parking lot. What an auto gyro. Haven't said that word in years. Super. Separate tail. That. A new Gulfstream. Whiskey. Right out of the Old West. Fantastic to look at these jets and look at the sensational, exciting shape. Love it! And the frozen one. Everywhere. The tequila sunrise or sunset tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I used to work
in the dinner. Phenom 300. Embraer. Of course, the Legacy 500. Sailing along 600 miles an hour in absolute luxury. Ah, yes. Down to earth, here's the Ford GT. This is the Howard 500. Started out as a Ventura. Now some remembrance of the past. B-25. Wicked no matter how you look at it. Great aircraft. Checking the streamlining out and the shape of this aircraft is remarkable.
It's so nice how some people play.
What an aircraft. Very interesting Lancia display here. Lancia display of all their cars that they've had in competition over the years. Great display. Now we're in the hangar. Mercedes Benz for custom work. Toyota display here. IndyCar of the past. The 1951 Beetle.
That was the first thing we checked.
Split window. Listen, are you having a great time? Do you like this man's shoes?
I love them. I love the shoes. They're fabulous.
And they light up.
The man with the shoes. Oh, now we're getting it. Now we're getting it.
Why are you pulling them out?
Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it?
Oh, you should keep them out.
It's not quite dessert time yet, is it?
No, my God. Or is it?
Somewhere it's dessert time. Chandon. Motorcycle. Some explanation needed. The electric. But look at that rear suspension. Part of the drivetrain, everything. Oh, Genovation. Electric. Very electric. The nice interior. And here's when you open the hood and you show them your engine. Wow. Cover with a story. It's a recreation. Okay, another supercar in the market. Hennessy. McLaren. This is a Genesis. Beautiful shape to the car. Hey, you look terrific. Bikes sit here and there's no explanation. It's a V-twin, but look at the V. It's a retro bike. It's not a Moto Guzzi engine.
Hello?
Hello? All of you having a great time.
What's the video for?
Great. You look like it. You know what Pedal 1 is here.
So they're all naturally infused. There's no artificial sugar or sweeteners in our drinks. We just topped off a little bit of soda water. You want to take a couple of these? Absolutely.
What is Pedal 1?
So this is Pedal 1 Botanicals. It's brand new. This is peach and orange blossom, cucumber and mint, grapefruit and rose. So all natural, low carbs, no GMOs. Really great summer cocktail mixed with soda water.
Summer cocktail. Terrific. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Imagine these stylish people next to a Volkswagen bus. That's what it is. It's all style. I kind of like this one. I need that. Oh my goodness, that's what they used to look like, huh? For a moment. Nice Luzo and GT40. Are you having a good time?
Yeah. All right.
Now, where are all the drinks? Your hands are empty.
Oh, I have one.
There you go. Thank you. Rally cars. Coming in. Already arrived. This is an Outlaw, just came in on the Quail Rally. One of the rally cars. Yeah, you get champagne, you get hors d'oeuvres. What more do you want? Here's the man that probably had the best time today.
It's a good question. We just
leading these cars.
Yeah, I don't know that it's just whatever the
newer ones coming in now. Mixture of cars, Rolls Royce, a roof. Here an older Ferrari. A DC3 here with Asian markings on it. Civil Air Transport. Oh, the Spirit of Bonovia. This is a working DC3. Look at the new propellers. I'll bet it's as good as a new aircraft. They're going to Normandy this year. This has been painted up a little differently than it was here last year. Getting ready for its big trip. World's largest play-in. Stirring it up.
That looks pretty good.
It looks good, and it is good.
Here you go, sir. Thank you, love.
I know there's a lot of drinking, a lot of food, a lot of excitement. But let's take a look at this landing gear on this Gulfstream. Isn't that a work of art? And engineering as well. If this car is a moving, yes. Great. Thank you. Waiting in line to have their picture taken over there. They decided to fire up this Ferrari. And we'll listen. Yeah. They're standing in front of a photograph. And it's amazing. Look at the line. We're back to the rat rod. Plastiline. They're known for doing wild things. Here earlier. Well, here's another shape that I look at this. Wow. Lest we forget, drag racing is still big. Is that a Hemi? You bet. Here is a rare car, a Toyota, 1967. Remember the coupe model, but never a convertible. Yeah, what a collection of cars. What are we doing now? Oh!
It went straight into the seat.
He's gonna do it. He's taking over.
What do you want? Thank you. Still have the ball. What do you want?
And that comes out cold.
Oh my God!
I understand. Margarita thing for a while. Look at the line. I see the Lancias, but what a great show. What is the brewery project? That's scary.
Well, there's nothing scary about it.
All right.
We brew our Guinness generally in Dublin, which is a small town.
Okay.
And what we like to do with our brew project is bring a little bit of Dublin to all the towns around us.
I think that happened to me when I was over there.
So we have this. We also have the extra stout, the drought, and the Schmittix. And we also are going to teach you the perfect pour over there.
Oh, look at that. You have your own.
So you can have your own private little brewers project.
Pour your own. Look at here.
Okay.
The party goes on and on.
I want to thank my wife Molly for her immense work that she puts into this event all year long. Molly, thank you so much. It all happens at the kitchen table every morning. A lot of coffee. We're also very grateful to the Naval Postgraduate School for organizing the students who are working here tonight.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I'd also like to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors tonight, new and returning alike. We cannot do this event without their support. As always, our chosen charity this evening is the California Highway Patrol 1199 Foundation. Tonight is your chance to meet the CEO of the foundation, Mr. Steve Harrington, who along with his office staff from Southern California are on hand to answer any questions about the foundation. 1985 Indy 500 winner, Mr. Danny Sullivan, is with us tonight. Anyhow, let's raise a glass to Dan. What an amazing man. Cheers, Dan. Awesome. Thank you for being here, Bob, Rich, Wayne, Danny. Thank you all.
how successful this party is. We're now at Gooding & Company to see some of their prize cars for 2018. And one of their prize vehicles is right here in the front. Ferrari Mondeo. Right out front with the Maserati and of course the Spider. Beautiful Seata. What a Porsche. Special body Porsche. Maserati, about a 47. The Bertone Porsche. Bertone Porsche. Duesenberg. Zagato Maserati. 75. Another 550 Porsche. F40 Ferrari. Pizzarini. And Porsche RS. You got it. This is a Nart Ferrari, North American racing team. Very special Pininfarina Ferrari. I'll show you the rear and you'll see why. Window, the tunnel window is a big feature in this car. In the newer ones, 4-seat Ferrari. A rolling advertisement here. WeatherTech. A Gulf Mirage has a Cosworth engine in it. De Tomaso. Oh, fabulous. De Tomaso is a dream. Fabulous car. I think this is an Alemano Aston Martin. Let's take a look at this Bugatti. 8-cylinder supercharged.
Is a specific
American underslung. And that little Seata, what a dream car. And the opening group of cars is outstanding. Maserati and a Porsche 550. I think of all the cars here, I think this one is commanding the most attention. It's almost wishful thinking that you wish that Porsche had a number of custom bodies. For the crowds, let's have a little taste of some nice equipment. Quite a display. Fabulous Ferraris. And when you say fabulous Ferraris, this'll do. A little bit of Ferrari history right here. They even brought the four-door Ferrari. A bit of history. We're getting these early because the field will be crowded in about an hour and a half. The Quail is one of the 5 concours that have a best of show, and they are entered in the best of the best. This one happens to be a Type 57 Bugatti Atlantique, this year's best of the best. Now this is called a Fenrir Supersport, another one of your supercars. I say another one, but look at the intricacy of this rear explosion. Fenrir. Pretty elaborate. Now James Glickenhaus has his offering here.
Wish I did. It'd be gone already.
Now we're at Koenigsegg, another supercar. And this is called the Thor. This one's called the Vader. Darth Vader, maybe? And then there's McLaren. Not to be outdone, now Audi has a Super Sport. I kind of like to pick up the GM in this. They're Corvettes, but they're electric. Pagani's been around for a while. Here's one of their supercar offerings. Gosh, you remember the GT40? Huh. Still looking very modern. I don't know if this is real or retro, but here's that E-Type that they talked about. We Future History with Jaguar. And the oldies but the goodies, here's the Alfa Romeo. Also oldies but very colorful goodies, a Morgan and a Riley. Prince of Wales car. I guess you call it a car, not a truck. Very unique looking 32 Ford Roadster with a lot of subtleties. Look at the exhaust and the fin trunk. 50th anniversary of the Lamborghini Eslero, and that's why all the Espadas are here. It's their 50th as well. And there's a display of a number, and I'll use that number very large. Espada Lamborghinis. Yes, Espadas. Never seen so many. Yes, Espadas forever. Gosh, this one almost looks like it could be an Espada. It's got some Japanese nomenclature on the hood. That's about all I can add.
Shag carpeting. Looks like bathroom. Shag carpeting.
But is incredibly exciting. Some older beauties. Now, here's a Seata. I thought it was for sale at Gooding. Maybe there's more than one. Now here's a replica of a Ferrari Formula One of the past. Small. Cadillac limo. There's one even larger than this in the Concours on the Avenue. Two bugs of two different kinds. There you got a Topolino back there, a TC, Jaguar 120, a Seata, something unknown, and a Kaiser Darren. And that Topolino? A 120 Jag. And just a bevy of supercars. I said a bevy before, why don't I just say a swarm of supercars? More supercars. Older ones, lilac ones. And of course some of the newer ones as well. Ford. Porsche's 70th anniversary. Porsche's anniversary, this is a little old as well. Porsche's 70th. The first Porsche. Now this is probably a Panamera, but it probably is electric because that's where Porsche's going. There it is, Mission E. The E is obvious. The great launches. So how about some other great cars? Beautiful lineup. You got a Fiat V8 up there, a Lancia, a Seata, a Fiat, a Ferrari, a Jaguar, Alfa Romeo, 1951 Ferrari, and some other older cars, including a Cobra in the middle there, and this is, believe it or not, a Ferrari. Yes, a station wagon Ferrari. Other cars of note, and this is a touring-bodied Disco Volante coupe. In that grouping, here's another really nice Vignale Ferrari coupe in absolute perfection. Really handsome. Yes, this Ferrari was recreated recently, but it's a man's dream, according to the story, 40 years. It's off a 330 chassis. It's off a Vignale design. The Karma is back. This is all electric. Used to be the Fisker. More supercars. And you know what's interesting? You go around with supercars and sometimes the rear is more interesting than the front. Pagani. They always have a large representation here, as you can see. Let's go up to the podium and see the newest one. Yes, they're vacuuming the grass. Pagani, up close and personal. And when you buy your car, you'll sit in Pagani seats with carbon fiber legs. No, this person is not suffering. This is sort of an insider's deal, and I think this blown up figure is fabulous. They're just in the process of raising it. I think it will be erect here momentarily. Now check this presentation. This is a Genesis. Unbelievable. Oh, that'll get you. There you go. New York City. Very effective. And now you got the car actually in the picture. We'll come back later and see the finished canvas here.
Hey man, hey,
keep doing it. Keep doing it. And Bill Patterson also did this one for Rensport that's coming up. Here's an example. Not quite open yet. Post-war sports. And one of my favorites is the Fiat Dino. And others. Remember the Avante? America's most advanced automobile. I somehow don't think this was the original Avante makeup. I love it though. Sort of sticking out is this little Honda truck. It's cute. I almost missed this one. It almost matches the grass. Citroen. Maybe it's a 2CV reenacted. Well, we're waiting at Bugatti for an unveiling here. We had a Chiron last year. Looks like it's a Devo this year. Of course, we saw that end of the launches, the Stratos and all that, but here's a very interesting display of the competition cars from Lancia. And if you notice, they're playing the song The Rising Sun, and the sun is coming out, and so is the figure.
Let's make them all welcome.
The Porsche.
Can I also remind you that Carmel Culinary Pavilion will be hosting an after party starting at 4 p.m. located on the first fairway.
Well, amongst the others is this, I call it an outlaw. Becomes something. Let's say it's different. Of that group is the 1951 Porsche. And that's a peanut speedster. You know, you hear so much about the 911. There is an original, pure 911.
It's as fast as we've taken off. It's neighbors.
Or one that's different. A little movement already.
Junior reserve on the training pool.
The show is officially open. Indian, Alberta, Harley. A rare Harley Davidson flat tracker.
Fully exposed carbon exoskeleton.
And then a new electric motorcycle. Oh, when the sun comes out, it's a little more glorious, isn't it? And the show is officially open. Champagne, caviar, and cars. So guess what the first line is for? Caviar.
This is the dashi.
That's this.
Yep. No. This is the bourbon.
Oh, okay.
And
this
champagne.
Is dashi.
While we're waiting for the champagne, caviar, and oysters, we'll look at another car. Here's what it's all about. They're rushing to open, and the line is going to grow very, very quickly. Lamborghini, that's the winner of the Concours on the Avenue award. There's a nice Miura. And the show is officially open. Remember the painting a while ago?
It looks perfect.
Remember it was all white?
Restored by someone who
Check it later.
does it.
Another electric car. Okay. Popular. Sort of a SUV. Okay, the logo brightened like a plug. But now we got an M-Bike. This must be the model. You drive an M-Bike. Kind of an interesting take on wood here. Airplanes, like the Bugatti airplane.
I don't know how we did it.
Here's a Jaguar. We are at Infinity, and here's another one of their cars, sort of reminiscing on the competition cars of some period before. We're here at Lamborghini, and this is the new SVJ.
I don't know, I'm a big
Oh, this McLaren, the paint job is just over the top. Absolutely gorgeous. Car's neat too. Green carbon fiber. And from the green one to the new Senna. Pull a McLaren apart. Wow. McLaren. Look at the Rolls Royce stand. It's packed. A white exterior, look at it. That's how it's done. People look at it, they say, I like it. Okay, I think the purple will go with the red very well. Of course, there's the SUV from Rolls-Royce to electric bikes with pedals. I think they're called assists. Get your attention. Pretty exciting. Rimac. Electric supercar.
That is awesome. Yeah.
400R.
Yeah, that was the one with
Gunther Works. Another one of the 911 revision cars. This one you get a whole new body. Got the Porsche symbol on the hood, so it's still a Porsche. When the party gets going, it really gets going. There's food available in the Bangkok room. Another car, Polestar. Living up to its name, a motorsports gathering. Okay, this is the new Diva, Bugatti.
Nice to meet you. Oh
yeah, finite shape too.
Where are you from?
Pick up on the Stratos earlier, but there's a rally version. Great Lancias. You know, some of the colors in these cars are absolutely luscious. All the contours.
Yeah, the Quail
Yes, doubly luscious. The Super Leggera Italian Touring. Resurrecting an old name in Italian styling. Not a drone. Cars from Laguna Seca arriving. A lot of Datsun, Nissan. One of them is very hot. Here's John Morton who drove it over, and he made this car absolutely famous.
Ready? Here we go.
Sounded familiar, the build-up. Obviously the engine's in the back and the windows here to show that. The engine. Singer. Very interesting exhibit. Very well done. And there's where that rear window design came from. Very nice.
Last year was hot as hell. So this is perfect. We're off to the
Again, much earlier this morning, we showed you this Genovation. This is that electric Corvette. Now back to the Jaguar recreations by Jaguar. Well, earlier this morning we saw this Alfa Romeo and it was just in the shade. Now we have a chance to see this 6-cylinder, double supercharged engine. Very nice. Very good. I have a real favorite here, Fiata. And we have a Gullwing here displaying a very clean engine. Pretty original with the plaid seats, everything. GT40. Very nice. The roof is represented. Porsche modification. And some roof examples. Fiata. Oh, they went and did it. Took the 4-cylinder engine out. The car didn't have much power anyway. Kind of an aged look. Yeah, it's a 1950s car. In that group, you've got a nice Jaguar and a TC. The Quail. A headquarters for the supercar. Everywhere you look. Everywhere.
Oh, that's right.
Someone say this is a very rare color, not this one. This one. But then there's this one. Well, sort of fashioned after the original GT40 that won Le Mans. It's got the number 1 on it and the red with a white stripe. It was 1967. Remember this morning? It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1:30. There is a checkered flag dress to wear to any auto occasion. Oh. This is at the Porsche at the very top. Oh yeah. No. Okay, we've done it. Well, we got a gift today. It's almost time for the awards.
Owned by Eric Breslow of Nevada. As you can see, this is a wonderfully original, unrestored Datsun. Fits entirely with the ethos of the FIFA Award. So congratulations to Eric Breslow. Bottle of champagne to go with it as well, so don't forget that. Congratulations.
340.
American Benedetta Vignale, owned by Jack Quail, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is the winner of the 1951, supported by Mark Gessler. And congratulations to Jack Quail for bringing this wonderful 51mm winning Ferrari 340 American Benedetta.
Love that.
From Texas. So congratulations, Michael. Thank you for bringing this lovely MGTC 1946 winning post-war sports 1945-1960. This car was meticulously restored with all of the factory features of the early TCs. Every component on the car was disassembled and rebuilt. Carburetor linkage, brass fuel pump, fog lamps, Lucas date coded items, harness color coding, headlamps, valve cover, instruments, everything else are entirely true to the original specification. So congratulations again. Thank you to Michael Coit from Texas for this 1946 MGTC. Driven and brought to us by Robert Ross of California. Gorgeous, gorgeous 66 Lamborghini that just about stopped in time. Bit of drama on stage there just to keep us alert.
Now, although not an official designation, the interim is the most uncommon of the Lamborghini GT cars, featuring a 2-place body, 4-litre engine, combined with a Lamborghini transmission and differential. Thank you for bringing this delightful 1966 Lamborghini 400 GT, the winner of post-war sports 61 to 75. Thank you. Joseph Gabani and Delane Bramer from California. And they decided not to run down the stagehand this time. In fact, they're quite shy about bringing it forward. So this is an Alpine 110 Berlinetta Group 4 factory-built fine competition rally car. It was a lightweight sports car built by Renault dealer Jean Redel. Ford GT, brought to us by Fred Donner of New York. And Fred's brought this car, he's done the Quail rally with it earlier this week, so we've seen it moving at some considerable high speed around the local neighbourhood. The Ford GT was designed to deliver the extraordinary speed and exceptional handling found only in purpose-built race cars. 647 horsepower, 3.5-litre V6 engine. So congratulations again to Fred Donner from New York, the winner of the supercar class with his 2018 Ford GT. Thank you very much, Fred.
Thank you for being you.
And one of the lucky few is Rare Wheels Collection from Florida, who bought this 1967 Ferrari 275 GTB4 Nart Spider, the winner of the Great Ferraris competition for 2018. 10 of these Spiders were built for Ferrari's North American importer, Luigi Cinetti, in 1967. It's the Great Ferraris Award at the Quail Motorsports Gathering, this 1967 Ferrari 275 GTB4. So thank you very much indeed for bringing it. Delighted to have it here. And what a wonderful motorcycle this is. Glorious Indian royal lineage has been restored to stunning effect. With its evocative PAT1 registration plate, it's a 1947 model Indian Chief 1200 Sportsman ordered by His Highness Maharaja Yadavendra Singh of Patiala. On its arrival, the Maharaja presented it to his brother, Prince Karminder Singh. The 1947 Indian Chief brought to us by Arjun Oberoi of Delhi. Thank you very much indeed, sir. We celebrate the creativity of these builders with their own class. And the winner is this 2012 Aston Martin V12 Zagato, brought to us by Russell Steiner of Montana. So thank you, Russell, you are the winner of the custom coachwork class here at the Quail Motorsports Gathering 2018. This is a Villa d'Este. On May the 21st, 2011, the Zagato was awarded with the Competition Design Award for concept cars and prototypes. The 1951 Porsche 356 Pre-A split window, brought to us by Mike Manamut from California. 1951. And the Type 356 turned Ferry Porsche's dreams of a sports car into reality. And we're honoured to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the birth of the Porsche brand, but also this iconic Porsche 356 that started it all.
What is that camera right there?
This is 1969 Lamborghini Islero, brought to us by Dr. Perry Mansfield of California. So congratulations. Equipped in this gorgeous metallic dark green with white interior, this 1969 Lamborghini Islero S is one of 100 built, originally imported to Switzerland and sold by Garage Foytek. Previously owned by Julian McManus in Miami, Florida, and since 2003 resided with. And I'm delighted to say that the winner this year is a 1988 Roof CTR Yellowbird chassis number 1, owned by Bruce Meyer of California, a man known to us in these parts. A great guy with a great product. Congratulations.
Great launches.
Vincenzo Lancia and Claudio Fogolin wanted to create a car that was light and inexpensive that would appeal to those who chose racing as their sport. As a featured class this year, we're proud to offer a wide variety of these cars. I'm delighted to announce that this car, the 1981 Lancia Beta Monte Carlo Turbo, brought to us by John and Suzanne Campion of Florida, has won the class. So, great looking car, yes. Thanks, John. Great car. There it goes. Etc, etc. Well, here you go. What a winner this is. The 1979 Tamiya Sand Scorcher, brought to us by Dean Lazante. from the United Kingdom. The Tamiya San Scorcher 16th 110 scale electric radio controlled car kit released by Japanese model manufacturer Tamiya Corporation. Just to get the feeling that we're in truck. So well done, the Spirit of the Quail Award is the 1953 Lancia Aurelia PF 200C Spider, owned by Ann Brockington Lee of Nevada. And congratulations. Wonderful to see this 1953 Lancia Aurelia PF 200C Spider.
Best of Show 2018 Quail.
And the beautiful car. So I want to say thanks to Sir Michael, who underwrites and has been very involved in this, and Philip is here somewhere, and of course Christian, who conceived the idea. So anyways, all the best.
We are now at Bonham's auctions at the Quail, Carmel Valley. And here's a great grouping of MGs. It's pretty amazing the change in personality a set of wheels will do. And look how a TC with bigger tires changes the whole personality. So if we line up the MGs, how about the Jaguars? And back to the 120s, the 140s. And more choice. 911 Porsches. Unbelievable. There's only one of these, Alfa Romeo. And one Maserati Sebring. So how about a Rolls Royce Edinburgh Tourer Silver Ghost? Or maybe a Pierce. Or another Rolls. Said it before, said it again. An auction is another concourse. And the variety is enormous. A Simplex. Two Lincolns of the same age. And then there are Porsches. And this Speedster with Rudge knockoff wheels should go for a very big price. Now in the Porsche group, here's a modified Carrera. I don't know how that front is going to go over. Would that be called an Outlaw maybe? I think so. And speaking of going over, this is a Fina convertible by Vignali. Exotic. Exotic. Very exotic. From stem to stern. It's a Cadillac V8. Based. So now to another exotic. This is a Veritas. Obviously customized a little bit. Body by Spawn. Very exotic. How about a Minerva in the back and a Mercedes in the foreground? Pretty exotic as well. Well, the exotics keep coming. It's a Lagonda. Very dramatic. Well, my concourse theory goes on. Car capable of winning a concourse. And way out back, a little BMW. A real cutie. Performance engine though, 3 carburetors. Inline 6, hot little engine. So here's another concourse winner, a Delahaye Coupe. Somewhere it could win a concourse. 1946, about a year after the war. It's pretty remarkable. Well, there's some American iron in here too, but here's a joke. Here's a Hudson convertible with a sun shield over the windshield. Kind of doesn't work, does it? I have to come back to this Fina. It is beautifully made and restored. I could see it working out here in America. Palm Springs, Monterey, Pebble Beach. Yeah, a little attention going to this roof Porsche. Check the classic circle out here. This is a Bentley. The same. And a Stutz. And believe it or not, a twin 6 Packard. Reason why I exclaimed it is a V12 Packard. And the quality of restoration is beyond belief. Besides being just a very unique car and quite old looking for a V12 engine. We all live and learn. We're inside now for the more premier cars. Boy, there's pretty nice ones outside. Short wheelbase Ferrari. Yeah, I think you can call this premier. Mercedes-Benz. And it's really not the red paint. Any color, this car would be considered exotic. And another premier car is this 1939, 1938 Alfa Romeo Mille Miglia car. I saw this car participating in the 2016 Mille Miglia. It just came out last year. This is the Bugatti Chiron, named after the race driver, Louis. And of course, one of my favorites, the Fiat V8 power. Beautiful car. I like the cars outside, rather dramatic. Sauchuk Taubo. And an enormous Bentley. So that is Bonhams at the Quail, 2018. We are now at Concorso Italiano. And a few scooters and motorcycles, all Italian. Look at this. It's not a Morgan, it's a Moto Guzzi. Yes. Moto Guzzi. An Italian Morgan. Italian, body is Italian, it's got a Buick engine, it's called an Apollo. And an ASA. A couple of French cars with Italian bodies probably. This is a Seata. A Triumph with a Vignale body. Well, you saw the Panteras earlier, but it's nice to see a stock.
Farnese of Tommy Bahama, located.
This car's here every year. I presume it's an Italian body, and maybe it's an Italian engine. V8. It may be an Alfa Romeo.
Give me some.
Whatever.
Give me some.
Always very nice to see it. We're hitting the Maseratis now. Camson Maserati. Of course, the Bora, which is mid-engine. Quite a few of them.
Dominated guys, skinny little ties, shades in the middle of the night. Speedy little cars.
It's packed in there. Yes. Mistral. 9.6. The famous bi-turbo. Compact engine. And you'll notice some of these Boras have a brushed top, brushed aluminum. Gotta get it straight. This is a Maserati Bora.
Hideaway Cigar Club.
This is a Maserati Merit.
With Keith and Sports
3500 by Vignale. Very handsome car. ISO Revolta. Really beautiful one. This is a mid-engine Bicerini. Lancia Lambda. Barn Find Lancia Aprilia. V4. V4. See this purple? Hello V. All kinds of Lancias. Yes, a little help from Ferrari later on. Oh, we're into the double bubble Fiats now. Wow. This is that company that recycles cars. I don't know how much is recyclable. Just bent enough not to be right. Now, speaking of Ferrari, there's always a lot of them here. The Lancia Stratos. That looks like someone else is coming out with one, a new version. Isn't going by the name of Stratos, but it's quite subtle. Well, it's Stratos. Yeah, Stratos. You read it. It's staying close to its heritage and the look. No longer a Ferrari V6, but a 8-cylinder V8. And there it is. ATS name is coming back. Another supercar. ATS. Yeah. No wing. Got a twin turbo V8. ATS name is from the past, as we can remember. Very attractive.
So you build about 12 a year?
Build 12, and that is it. No more. This has been fun because, you know, little Stratos is sort of from the past. ATS also. Really great. Back to the wrecked cars. This one was wrecked a couple of years ago and has been brought back to reality, and it looks pretty nice. Park Center Collector Design model cars.
I love it, especially if it's raining.
Always great stuff. Few Fiat X111s. Alfa Romeos in mass. Yes, there are a lot of them. And the second row. In the Alfa Romeo display, there's some older ones here. 6-cylinder overhead cam. Great color, great car. 1936. I was born in 1936. It makes it 82 years old.
2017 Giulia Tipo.
Absolutely incredible.
Fantastic, and it's meant to drive.
Beautiful. 2600. Here's this ATS slowly passing through here. All Italian. And there's the Stratos. Very nice. And then there's Lamborghini.
I'm here with Rafael Porto to talk about this car. The Lancia Stratos was a mythical car in its era. It had the V8, the 4-cam V8, was very, very successful in racing.
540 horsepower V8.
It's fantastic. And what is the top speed of this car, do you think?
Well, depending on the gearbox ratio, it's between 270s and 330. Yeah. But usually when we test these, and we road legal also in the United States.
Front ATS.
The ATS.
Some decades ago, but this car is completely brand new. And while the guests are arriving, I will tell you, I have the pleasure to invite on stage, let's listen to this music. Daniele, boom, boom, boom. Thumbs up. Very much what this gentleman is going to have to say about it. 1966 Giulia Super.
The Berlinas are all lined up. They're all on
Berlinas and Giulias I started in 1977 in high school. This one I've only had about...
Oh, they mentioned that little Bernina sedan. There's a lot of them. 50th anniversary of the Aslero is coming up. Lamborghini.
So known for putting on some pretty spectacular gourmet techniques out of the rear hatch of that. So we're awaiting some cars to make their way.
And these are the Espadas. Espada. See, a 12-cylinder engine packed very low. This is the job right here. Well, this is the Aslero, 50 years. And then there's the GT 350. Oh, this is a 450. It's got 4 seats.
Very subjective process.
Fantastic car. Here's the engine. Again, very flat. Carburetor's just jammed down on the engine. Here's the 350. And then there's the Countach. Although this is the revised later edition.
Pick it up, take it across the...
There's that 12-cylinder engine again. Quite a configuration. The V12 and the newer ones.
Over 100 orders rode in the car, and they got a great experience.
I see you here at Amelia Island. You are such a great spokesperson, not only for Italian cars, but for Lamborghini. Your whole life has been wrapped up with these cars.
Thank you. Ciao, Espada.
And now we stop and we think, these cars are only original ones, and how do we keep them and honor them for the way they were built when they left the factory?
It's too tempting to not get into.
What did you make the decision? You've made the decision to keep this car as original as possible.
Next up, Keith, we have some celebration here for 50th anniversary of Daytona.
Front engine V12 Ferrari monsters of their era. You know, after the Daytona, partly in competition for the Lamborghini Miura.
Count them on one hand or less.
So were the early cars, did they have the plexiglass band across the headlights? Was that European?
Yes, the first cars had the plexiglass nose.
50th anniversary of the Daytona, that's why we're seeing.
Keith, I have a short.
Just in the launch
almost
class.
Like a baby Ferrari looking, you know, like a. And you're from New York, did you?
We'll have to hear the story. Which came first, the Aerocycle or the Mortars?
So it's Chris Ice from Woodside, and it says here, Chris, that you built this.
We have Fiat Abarth double bubble.
A double bubble.
Thank you, thank you.
Bonnie and Darren Wu from San Francisco, California. Fiat Abarth, the 750 GT. This car I was looking at this morning. It's Buddy Pep.
It's a very unassuming car, but I bet this thing is very fast when it wants to be.
This particular car is near and dear to my heart because in 1965, my father bought this car brand new.
And it's Dennis and Liz Valdez from San Jose. Familiar face, we've talked before, Dennis. Ran afoul of U.S. bumper and safety regulations. What a clean, beautiful design.
Obviously, the large pieces you all account for, but when it really comes down to its owner, so that means your dash instruments along with your tail lamps are in the same box as your.
The way the cars looked with the bigger bumper, the way they ran with the emission equipment. Now we go back in time. Back to the great Alfa Romeo of the post-World War II. This is a 1951 Alfa Romeo. And now, from the same era, this is a car I have never seen. 195, owned by Charles Webb from Stratford, Connecticut.
You're going to have to confer now. Best of show.
Well, look at this. Is this any surprise?
No.
No.
Of course you got the outfit. Of course.
The best of show. Concorso Italiano. Best of show trophy.
Best of show.
Tom?
Alfa Romeo.